Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee. Healthy as the sun above. Melt the clouds of sin and sadness, drive the dark of doubt away. Giver of immortal gladness, fill us with the light. Fill us with the light, oh, fill us with the light of day. Hello and thank you for tuning in to the Rising Spivey Show. I have another great episode to share with you. But before we get to that, I want to thank everyone that has shown me love thus far. All of my family and my friends and my GSA homies, thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your emails showing support. I appreciate your encouragement. So today I have an exciting show. You'll hear my message about keeping it real with yourself. Over the past few weeks, I have done a lot of self-reflecting, and in doing this, I have realized how important it is to look within yourself. We have a habit of looking at other people's mistakes and judging other people. What we really should be doing is looking in the mirror and worrying about our own selves and being the best people that we can possibly be. And of course, I have my main man, Brian Hampton, here to deliver the Lifestyle Entertainment Report. Rising Spivey crashed the Mindstream radio crew. I had the chance to interview Adam Butler and Paul Spann. I love those guys. It's going to be a great show. Welcome to the Rising Spivey Show.
I'm Brian Hampton with the Lifestyle Entertainment Report. Did y'all see this year's MTV VMAs Video Music Awards? Without Kanye acting out or Damsel in Distress to be saved, really wasn't that interesting. I think Eminem had the best performance. Usher had a good dance performance, but he usually doesn't sing and dance at the same time. He usually lip syncs. Michael Jackson and James Brown can do both. Beyonce is also known for that, so his performance was okay. Also, the A-list celebrities really weren't in attendance. They were probably at home watching the Redskins game, but the performances make the music awards show, and they were just okay. Most MTV VMA awards go to pop artists. The hip hop is the most mainstream genre out now, but MTV caters to pop, so it wasn't really that interesting to me. To sum it up, in the award side, Lady Gaga won everything, basically. And awards really don't carry too much weight. It's not like a Grammy, so I don't think it's worth hip hop demanding a place. You know, besides last year, it really hasn't been good for the last 5 years, which really makes me think last year's episode was planned. But you know, who am I? I'm only as small as a giant.
See, I was made in my Father's image, and they belittle my deeds. Their lustful convictions pledge allegiance to the almighty power and greed. See seeds born withered, parents steal children and listen to their ways. Some preachers, false prophets, educated pigeon droppers using our sins to get paid. Slaves. Give them freedom, but give them dope. Take away their leaders, cause that gives them hope. Sell them dreams of changing things like they were never kings and queens before. As small as a giant.
Okay, I'ma get him. Either ride for the cause or stand or die with him. I figure you convert for what it's worth. I'm on my grind. If you ain't living today, it's safe to say you wasting time. If you ain't down to elevate minds, then you wasting rhymes? What? If you don't know who that is, that's Big Grit. Hip-hop's next big superstar. Grit stands for Kings Remembered in Time. And I rarely say this, but he's bound for hip-hop stardom. I said that with Kanye, said it with Lupe, now I'm saying it with Big Grit. And he's definitely hip-hop's next big thing. He's signed to Def Jam Records, which is the biggest rap label ever, basically. Def Jam has a history of greatness, and Grit won't disappoint. His mixtape, which is better than 95% of the albums out right now, is Grit Was Here. It can be found on Live Mixtapes or many other sites where you can download it for free. Trust me when I say, do it if you haven't done it. That's what she said. He's a lyricist. A lot of people just listen to the radio and they segregate the South and think that, you know, they lack lyrics. But I'm thinking, have you ever heard of Outkast, Scarface? The list goes on. But I don't think him being from Mississippi has anything to do with anything. It's just another way to divide and conquer. I'm going to conclude with how I started with a Big Grit lyric, and he says, whatever it is you want to do with your life, make sure you can't leave it alone, because I can't. This is a Lifestyle Entertainment Report. Live your dreams or don't live at all.
I had a great summer. I didn't get to go on any vacation. My feet didn't touch the sand of any beach, but I had a great summer. Didn't get to ride a roller coaster, but this journey has been amazing. I'm so proud of myself for how far I have come in these last couple of months, and I'm excited for the future. I see wonderful things for myself if I stay focused, diligent, and I believe. But in this business, the odds are slim to none. So that means I have to work hard. But when I keep it real with myself, I have a history of starting things and not finishing them. I have a history of not working hard. So when I began the Rising Spivey show, I developed this tunnel vision where the only thing that I could see was me having a nationally syndicated show. The only thing I could see was me inspiring young women and young men to be the best they could possibly be. All I could see was my dreams coming true. It's almost like having shades on with having the show imprinted on them. No matter where I was or what I was doing, I was thinking about my show, ways that I could make it better. And the show became a part of me. I wake up in the middle of the night with new ideas. And I knew that this one thing was for sure. This was all I wanted to do. This is all I care about. But to be able to do it, I was going to have to break out of my trend of quitting. Another thing I was going to have to do was focus. I have to keep it real with myself. I have wasted too much time with men. I decided to cut the guys out, all that romance stuff out, because my goals are what's important right now. I lost interest in partying and hanging out at lounges. Those things are really just distractions. I'm here to tell you that since I made that decision, God has really been ordering my steps and opening up new doors, and I'm eager to see where He will take me if I continue to trust in Him and the vision that He has given me. So I want to encourage you to spend the remainder of the day thinking about yourself. Don't worry about what the next person is doing, what another celebrity is up to. Sit in the mirror and look at who you are and go deep. Think about the person you want to be in the future, and then draw a mental map of how you can get there. It doesn't matter where it is or how far away it might be. Focus on how to get there. It's not good enough for us to say we are changing and not actually change. You have to walk the walk, because all the talking is only fooling yourself. Let's do a self-check right now. Are you keeping it real with yourself? Have you been whining about a job that you can't stand yet report there every day without even beginning to update your resume or hunt for a new position? Another self-check. Are you in an unhealthy relationship? Are you always talking to your girlfriends about how he ain't worth nothing, but yet after his habitual mistakes, you stay right there and you don't move on? Can you keep it real with yourself for a moment and realize that nobody can treat you like trash? You do that to yourself. Another self-check. You want to talk about people who are always talking about people, but you stay talking about people. Seriously? Do a self-check. Another self-check. You want to be respected, but you don't respect others. Honestly, you don't even respect yourself. For the rest of the day, have positive thoughts and only critique yourself. Nobody can do what I do. There is nobody out there that is competition for me. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. The only person I'm up against is me. The only person I'm determined to be better than is my current self. So I hope that you strive to do the same. I ain't had my hair done in about 3 weeks. Wearing closed-toe shoes just to cover my feet. I'm in need of a petty, I don't feel too sweet. But the things on the outside don't define me. Working so hard, I forget to eat. Body was hella tired, fainted in the street. Dreams so big that I can't fall asleep. Paying my dues now, it don't come too cheap. I don't think you hear me, let me say it clearly. Competition fear me, you can't get near me. Cause I'm steady rising, I can't stop climbing. Like I'm really trying, but I can't stay still. If I don't change the world, please tell me who will. Yeah, that's trill. Hey there, trill. This is not a drill, fall back, just chill. He's a lost boy, he's in never land. He'll never meet a woman who does it better than I can. He'll be my #1 fan. Buy a ticket to the show. You remember me, Slim? I don't think so. This that warrior flow. I don't worry no more. I do what I wanna do, and right now I wanna go get down on the floor. Yeah, I just wanna dance. Feeling your girl, clap, clap, clap your hands. They say, Slim, I think you working a little too hard. That's what happens when you write a show and you become the star. I rest when I'm the best. Until then, nothing less than 100% on every single test. I digress, I got tunnel vision. I'm on your television, all cause I envision doing it with precision.
Hey, it's Miss Spivey, and I have a special segment today. I have the honor and the privilege of being with Mindstream Radio right here in Largo, Maryland. I'm going to talk to Adam and Paul and see what's next for these guys. They're doing amazing things. Take a look. All right, so I'm with the guys, Mindstream Radio, Paul and Adam. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, Chanel. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you, sir?
Doing great, Chanel. How are you?
So tell me what's going on with Mindstream Radio. Tell me what's the latest. What can we expect? Tell me something exciting.
We got some top secret stuff coming up, some things we don't really want to put out there. No, we're just trying to grow. It's all about growth. Yeah, man, real talk. It's all about growth with us. We are planning to be on your radio 5 days a week, maybe 6. We're planning that. We got some TV stuff we're going to be doing. We're going to be traveling to folks like you and to all sorts of people and interviewing them on the spot. And a lot of things. Brand new website, brand new Mindstream-world.com is coming. It's going to be a blog site. We have writers. You're familiar with Bethel. She's going to be writing on the website. A lot of good stuff. A lot of growth from Mindstream Radio.
Let me let you.
Well, myself and Adam attended Prince George's Community College together. Yeah. Shout out to PG. It never ends. It never ends. Yeah, we had a small student organization that we ran together called BAM. We used to put on open mics and do different shows. And just working with my man, we just worked very well together. So when we left school, we started our own production company called H&H Global Entertainment. From there, we had a, we can say it on there, right? We had a show on Blog Talk for a little while. Then we just graduated, man. We graduated from Blog Talk to Mindstream Radio on rocktheflow.com. Every Wednesday, 8 to 10, get with us. And
I'm sorry, I just want to say shout out to Ricky Smith. Ricky Smith came up with the Mindstream Radio thing. We were invited to do the show with him. It was a different show back then, and the show just sort of evolved into what it is now. Rick is doing other things. Shout out to him. He's doing a lot of movie stuff, Architect Productions. He's actually like a personal friend.
And so let's see. I want to know what has been your experience in this business so far. I know Adam and I talked briefly about, he was in music management and said that wasn't really for him. Tell me about what you've learned or your experience in the radio industry, in media.
Well, we started out with the production company. We managed, shout out to all the cats. Shout out to lyricists. We managed lyricists, Mercy, lyricist Flows, Mercy, Einstein, Problem Child, the Caddy Mac. The list goes on and on and on. So from that, we took our lumps. Believe you me, we took our lumps in that business. I still dabble in the music a bit myself. But then when we collectively started doing the radio thing, it melded into a world of its own. It was almost like we're directly at home with what we're doing right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still dabble in the music a little bit, but as far as us, as far as the radio and the media goes, it's a beautiful marriage. I mean, I'm always comfortable with a microphone. He's good with a microphone. So it's like what we've learned is just constant grind and hard work, and to take our voice very seriously.
And I don't mind grinding because it's what I love.
Miss Spivey. Hey. Largo, PG, the whole DMV. It's Miss Spivey. Hey. This right here is my swag. All the men know me like super bad, cause I'm super bad. I'm the best he'll never have. Chocolate queen with style and class. Come and fill my glass. Riesling or Moscato, bring the whole bottle. Let me type an email up, I'll be calling out tomorrow. Your whole image is horrible. This right here's authentic. If you from PG County, you very well might be your witness. We pretty girl swag, we pretty girl swag. No need to brag. We pretty girl swag, no, we pretty girl swag. We pretty girl swag.
Some of the wonderful things about Mindstream Radio is that they talk about a lot of topics that are not being discussed on regular radio. And that's why I love them. They invite me to shows like tonight. We're going to be doing a show about religion in America, which is going to get really interesting. The last time I was here, we did a show about cheating and what is cheating and do you need to be married to be a cheater. I mean, the list goes on and on. They cover current events and a lot of topics that people need to discuss. They also have it online so that you can chat and talk about it as well. I mean, the way that they're doing it and the flow that they're doing it in is very unique. And I know that a lot of people are going to catch on very quickly. Yeah, they're going to catch on. So your grind is absolutely amazing.
Then we just started saying, let's just do panel discussions. Doesn't matter who's on the panel, let's just get people on the panel. And we realized that it's about the topic. And then once the show got hot, that's how we were able to get a Raheem Devon on the show, or Warren Jeezy on the show, or folks of that caliber on the show, because the show has more clout now. But we're not really concerned about only getting celebrities or only getting big time names. It's about getting people, because the show is about the people, I think. And it's about getting people like yourself, you know, like a Jenks Morton or people like that. Black and Married with Kids, you know, it's about getting them on the show because they have something to say. And for real, if you have something to say, you can speak on the mic.
Sleepy Chris.
Oh boy.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great now that I'm being interviewed by you.
Look at his face.
Started out at PG with these guys, and yes, we had a illustrious time there with the group BAM. It was a very, very fun times for us, and I found out about them doing a radio show, and they asked me to come on once, and we had a really good rapport, and I decided I just wasn't going to leave. You know, that's what it was. They didn't ask to bring me on or anything for me to come up. I just showed up the next week.
So we call what we do edutainment, just because we have a voice that reaches so far. I mean, we're on the World Wide Web, so we're here we have fans from here to New Zealand, you know what I mean, to Paraguay, some pygmies over in Africa that get down with Mindstream Radio. But
I didn't know that.
They do, man. They do. You know, I'm gonna tell you about it later on. So we just try to be like multimedia. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if like right now, like tonight, we're gonna be talking about religion because there's a problem right now with our president. You know, he's a Muslim, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So people get caught up in things. So we just try to address those issues, and at the end of the night, even when we bring like community issues, at the end of the night, have a solvent for things, or at least offer a service for it. You know, so I mean, we're just thankful to God that we have this voice. It's been given to us, so we're not gonna waste it.
Welcome back. I have my good guys here, Mr. Brian Hampton and Lawrence Helms. We're going to talk a little bit about, or some more about, keeping it real with yourself. So I've already told you all about some of my personal, gotta keep it real with myself issues. Guys, work ethics, determination, and I want them to help me talk more about ways that they might not be keeping it real with yourself. I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. And other people, ways that all of us can, right?
Yeah. I think with me, with my work ethic, I thought I was doing a lot. You know, I have a full-time job and I have a part-time job, but then I'm here, and then I realized I'm not really doing enough because my full-time job is not nothing to further me. It's just really to have, an apartment and be able to, survive, but it's nothing to further me in life. So that I can really cancel out. And so is my part-time job. So really, I'm only working when I'm here. So I'm not working definitely hard enough until getting to where I got to go to. So I had to step up my work ethics with, everything else going around, which is hard when you have a lot going on. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do, or you're going to be in the same place 10 years later wondering like, I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to make it there, but I'm still at this place. I ain't even gonna say where I'm working at, Lord have mercy. But yeah, you gotta just say the time is now. You don't waste your whole life waiting for when the right time is, or when I do this, when I get out of school, when I get enough money. You ain't gonna never have money at this job. That job ain't gonna give you no raise.
No.
Start now.
Or it might be like 30 cents.
Right, 30. What you gonna do with that?
I've gotten some 30-cent raises.
Yeah, 30 cents. Put it in your gas tank. How dare you humiliate me with a 30-cent raise?
30 cents more.
Like, come on. So you might as well get a loan, do whatever you gotta do, without getting arrested, and
or embarrassing your mama.
Yes, don't embarrass your mama. Lord have mercy, don't embarrass your mama. But you gotta start now. Definitely.
Start somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, with me, I attended Howard University. I went there in 2000.
The real
the real HU, no matter what the game outcome was. But, I attended there 04 through 08 and got a degree in communications. Used that very minimal. Came out, did some substitute work teaching inside of school with kids with autism. And with me, it's more, I like to travel a lot. I play football since I was in the 4th grade, so I do a lot of traveling in terms of indoor leagues. And with me, it's more procrastination. I procrastinate a lot, and I wait till the last minute to cram things in. And when I try to cram things in, I put forth like 60% of my ability towards the work. So
I know what you mean. My life coach, when I was working at GSA, they had a lady for our office that we took these personality tests, and the name of it slips me. But it was able to really break down our characters. I forgot what my character type was. Influence. There was different ones, but mine was influence, and it broke us down real good. And one thing she talked about to me, she could tell that I was a procrastinator, and I'm a huge procrastinator. I have procrastinated all my life in school, and this is how. And then I started to use my procrastination to my benefit. And she said that, she was like, you can procrastinate and it works well for you, but it's going to be that time where procrastination doesn't work at all. My thing is, and even in school, as a student, I would wait till the last minute to do everything. Unfortunately, though, for me, is when that pressure made the best. It made it was like, for instance, like a project or something like that. That's how I passed. I got out of high school. I should not have passed because I didn't do work. I didn't study on the real. But if it was a project, a presentation, something where I had to talk, I was the bomb at that type of thing, and I didn't come up with that till the night before, through high school. And so now I'm a habitual procrastinator. Say hi, Chanel. and that's true. All of us probably have that issue.
That's Prince George's County Public School. I don't know what it is. I'm going to just say it. I mean, it is, because
it's the truth.
I went to Oxford, the same thing. I never had to study for a test or anything like that. I would come in that day before and do my homework either while in class or and study for the test, while right 10 minutes before the test. And
in class.
Right, in class.
Knew about the test for like a week.
Exactly, about a week. And that project knew about it for a month.
Yeah.
And it started on it 2 days before.
That joint get done after my show goes off the night before. So it's like 11 o'clock.
Exactly.
And I'm starting.
Exactly, and it really prepared me for college, not at all. Because, I had one teacher, Miss Arasi. If anybody went to Oxford Hill, she, yeah.
Did you go to Oxford Hill?
I went to Flowers.
Flowers, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he put that.
He wouldn't throw flowers out there. But I went she taught my AP English class, which is like for college. It's kind of like college preparation class. And that one, it really was like, okay, I really had to study. I couldn't procrastinate too much. But the rest of them, I did it so much. And, you know, you get a grade up in college preparation class, so I still got a D there, but it's a C technically. So
that's right.
I rolled with that. When I got to Morgan, man, I'm not even going to go over my grades. But that first year, I could have stayed home.
Oh, no, you won't want to go over your grades. I don't want to go over how many developmental classes I had to take. Hold on, I'm busting 4.0s in high school, and I get to college, and I got to take developmental math.
Because we're so used
Reading?
to procrastinating.
You telling me I can't read?
Man, my first semester at Howard was a disaster. I fell into the party life, had the back home connection to Flowers, high school 04. Had that connection, had the Howard connection. I was downhill.
Yeah, that's what happened. Well, I think that's probably all people too. I ain't gonna lie, my first year of college, I've talked to y'all about that. It was just like, I was just getting to know Baltimore. I don't think I was there for school at all. I went to Morgan State.
I never seen it in the class.
Never. I think we had classes together.
Yeah, we had classes.
Brian would be like, "Are you going to class?" No.
No. Somebody there like 3 times that semester. And you know she was in that class.
And look at me now.
Yes.
On the big.
Trying to. But that's why I said I got to keep it on myself, because I never, ever cared for school. Unless it was a subject that I really liked, that was few. If it was something that I could be creative in and express myself in and do my own thing, which was few and far between. Writing was I loved English in my writing AP class, and you know, I loved dance. I never took PE, so I always found a way. Oh, and music, I was in marching band. Those were the things that kind of kept me together, but when it came to reading and studying for stuff, and so now when I keep it real with myself, though, I have a child who I have to make sure doesn't carry on those traits, because that would really suck if she did do the same thing as me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hand that down.
I mean, as long as you're growing in something that you like, and that you're interested in, then that's cool. But just, you know, a lot of the stuff where people know a lot of this general information we got to find out in school about the dumbest things in the world. I'm like, it's not important to me. Sometimes I'm like, you know, why should I know it? Communications, when I was there, like my major, I had a 3.4 for my average. Now everything else, you know, drastically dropped. But what I was interested in, you know, I did well in. So, I mean, I think everything, you know, I don't even know what I was saying. but basically.
What's that? Keep it real with yourself. He does that all the time. We be on the phone and he be like, where was I going with that? If he doesn't do drugs.
I don't at all, so I don't know. People, you sure you don't? No, I don't. I really don't.
No, we just kidding. But thank you guys so much for helping me figure out how to talk about, some more ways to. And what ended up happening here, we're going to keep it real, right? One of my guests bailed out on me. We keeping it real, right? She bailed out.
Shots fired.
No, but I love you, Miss Mills. We'll figure out a way to make it happen. So now we're sitting here trying to just figure out things to talk about in a couple minutes. But we've done it.
Yeah, you were listening.
Successful.
You were interested.
Thank you for paying attention.
Shout out to those skins. Can you get a shout out to the skins one time?
Good shout out to the
skins.
Thank you. Cowboys. Ooh, that hurt.
It burns.
I wouldn't mind someone to hold me. Yeah. Out on the road alone, but not lonely. I'm cool with flying solo, wouldn't mind someone to hold me. I know why God has placed me here. I'm focused on my mission. Taking a break for romance seems to be the best decision. Nah, something is missing. Nah, maybe I'm tripping. Every time I give my heart, I find myself slipping. Won't happen again. Taking a break from men. I gotta save the future. Forget a boyfriend. My biggest distraction has always been them. I gotta focus right now if I'm ever gonna win. Looking at the stars tonight, I'm in love with my dreams. I'm focused on the